Hey, welcome to another video. Cutie Bat here. Good to see you again. So today I'm making quite a unique build. I don't know if I've seen anyone else make a pyramid before. So here I am. So I decided prior to this I was going to make a Starbucks store based on one of the local Starbucks in my area because I was bored, Let's not do that. That's boring. So I'm like, you know what? Let's make something interesting. So I've been watching a lot of history videos, some documentaries, and I watched something on King Tut recently and mummification. And I was just like, maybe I could make a pyramid. I've never tried to do that in Sims before. So I thought I'd give it a try, and luckily it worked. It makes a funky looking pyramid, but it makes a pyramid. I'm sure if I did a little more adjusting it would have worked, but it still looked like a pyramid. Really cool. I am really proud of this build, actually. I really like it. So I made this restaurant, like a Egyptian themed restaurant. I was originally going to put this in the more deserty kind of Sims world, and I thought this would fit perfectly. Yeah, I also decided to make this because I'm a huge history freak. Like, if you know me personally, I will not stop talking about history and random facts. One time I went to dinner with my friends, and they actually told me to stop talking because I would not stop talking about the Trojan War. Yeah. So I watched the movie Troy recently before that dinner, and I was like, the Trojan War. I don't think I learned much about that in school. And I researched it, and I found the Trojans and all that history interesting, and I didn't realize that I was annoying my friends quite a lot. And, well, guess that happened. My first love of researching history and stuff actually came from the movie The Mummy. If you never watched it, definitely go watch it. I think it's from the late 90s. When it came out, I watched it as a little girl, and it sparked my curiosity about Egyptian culture, religion, mythology, and all that. And I would watch everything about Egyptians. And then there was the Percy Jackson series, which also included a bunch of mythology and little facts about Greece and Rome. And it just fed into the little history beast, and it just never stops. I just constantly am a sponge of history and random facts about things. I also have a little obsession with science as well. Like, if you another weird fact about me is I'm obsessed with like rocks. Yeah, you heard me right, rocks. I like I like to talk about different crystals, minerals, what they're made of, what different sand in different areas are made of, the history of different rocks, and what people used to make things out of certain things and stuff like that. And of course there was also dinosaurs. Of course, I had the dinosaur phase. I think most kids go through a dinosaur phase. I'm not sure. Actually, I don't know anyone who didn't go through a dinosaur phase. Oh my gosh. If you didn't go through a dinosaur phase, comment down below, because that's interesting, because I never thought about that before. Of course, there's the horse phase. You start wanting to learn about horses and wanting to learn how to ride horses and stuff like that. But I'm a history freak through and through. If you ask me anything about art history, don't get me started on Vincent van Gogh, because I will talk your ear off. Don't talk to me about feminist painters, because I will talk your ear off even more. Ear off, Van Gogh, get it? No, just me? Okay. If you guys would like me to make videos on different historical things, I definitely could do that. So my idea was, so this build is based off of the Egyptian god Ra. He's considered the king of the gods, kind of like Zeus in Greek mythology. And he looks like a muscular man with a hawk as a head. And his symbolism is like the sun, gold, and all of that. And all of the symbolism in this build was based around Ra. Of course, I did some creative liberties because you only get so much with Sims, right? So, if you guys would like to see me build something for each Egyptian god or a Greek god, I totally could, and then like spew a bunch of facts about it, I totally could. I would be down, because it would be educational as well as entertaining, because it would give me an idea to build something out of the ordinary. Because of course I wouldn't be building restaurants and houses only. I would be try and build like special areas that have to do with those characters and figures. So definitely comment below. If no one wants me to, I probably will anyway, but that's just me. But yeah. Oh, what I'm working on now, random fact, what I'm working on now is called the capstone of the pyramid. It's considered one of the most valuable, the most important part of a pyramid. And it's typically made of gold or some precious metal, and then embedded with a precious gem or mineral. And it's supposed to represent wealth or honor. And thought that was interesting. My inspiration was the Pyramid of Giza, and I noticed that the Pyramid of Giza was gone. So anywho, in case you're wondering why there's two big cats in the front, they're supposed to be sphinxes, but there's no sphinx in Sims, so there you go. But yeah, I am a huge history nerd. There you go. And also, I am a huge fan of the Percy Jackson series, like I talked about before. It's written by Rick Riordan, or Rick Riordan. I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but I'll put his name here. It's adventure fantasy books about Greek and Roman mythologies, and it's really clever and well put together. It was my childhood's Harry Potter, if that makes sense, because you know how lots of people who were born in like the mid to late 90s are obsessed with Harry Potter. That was my Harry Potter, and in my opinion, I like the Percy Jackson series better, probably because I got into Harry Potter much later. I got into Harry Potter when I became an adult, So if I read it when I was younger, I probably would have liked it a lot more. But I feel like Rick Riordan takes his audience a lot more seriously and writes with more cleverness and more accuracy as far as mythology and history and um, acting as far as characters go, character development. But that's just my opinion. It's not like I don't like Harry Potter. I totally do. I'm a Ravenclaw. A Ravenclaw pup. I don't know. But I don't know how else to put it. Comment down below who your godparent was. If I were a demigod, I think my parent would be Poseidon or Athena. But if I had a chance to date Percy, I would definitely want Athena so I can take Percy. I have a little crush on Percy. Rick Riordan also has books on Norse mythology, Egyptian mythology, and I'm not sure, but I think he is doing some on other mythologies as well. But yeah, enough about that though. I think that's all I have to say about this build. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and hit that bell down below so you get notified when I upload. I upload 3 times a week, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.
Choppers, better took those risks. Cold blood in my fists, we fire.